Kitty Cash says, let's go. Gabo's back. Rob's back. We got people popping in back. Looks like you have no luck tonight, Charlie. So no audio? Really? Are you kidding me? Back-to-back mics. Okay. Never mind. You fooled me there, Rob. All right. All's good. Okay. So we're back. Sorry about that.
No, we're good.
I was telling Stacy before we went live the second time, I'm like that girl in all those movies. Like, it's never happened to me before, Mister. Whatever. So yes, all right, you can do it. Sounds good. All right, okay. So we're back to being perfect. All right. So if you have a question or something, the audio didn't kick out earlier, let us know. But these things, you can go to canyonsystems.com, and guys, you will need to redo your. Let me find it. Hashtag Canyon Clips. We'll have to redo that, guys. So you can go to canyonsystems.com, and you're at trade shows too. We actually met at Transworld in last March or February. Yep, St. Louis. So all sorts of clips out there. Take us through your yard stakes real quick.
So the yard stakes, we've got 3 different sizes. We've got a 5-inch, which is a low profile. Get your lights close to the ground. We've got a 7.5 and an 11-inch. Mm-hmm. And as I was demonstrating earlier, you put your lights in. They're very flexible. You can bend them. They're going to pop right back up where they were. And another good thing is these have an offset design. So when you go to put them in the ground, you can just take your thumb from this point and push them in. If your ground's a little harder, you can use a mallet and tap them into the ground like that. And it's one of the only stakes out there where you can take a mallet and actually drive it into the ground. So obviously it's still plastic. So, you know, if you live on top of a rocky mountain, I don't know what to tell you, but
I told Stacy here I'm going to use these. I'm using it as my mailman tester. The mailman walks through my yard every year and always unplugs something every dang day.
So just like the other products, they're designed so when you get ready to pull these up at the end of the year, you can just grab the one end of it and pull them up, and the light is going to stay with the stake. So you don't have to go back and pull the stakes out separately once your lights are off. So we've got some little catches on the side, some little wire catches that helps keep the socket with the stake.
What are some of the most common comments you get about any of your products?
The ridge clip, again, it's a love-hate. A lot of people take them down and they just throw them in a box. I don't recommend that. Because if you just throw them all in a box, the next year you're going to pull one out and they're all going to come out with it, and you're going to be untangling these things. So I put in place some methods to use the 1/2-inch dowel rod, or you store them connected together like that. When you do them like this, you won't be able to leave the bulb in it on the RC Pro 1 or X.
This is version 2.
This is version 2. The new one that's with the split circle, you can leave the bulb in when you store it. Some people take it and they just take the clips and they'll take and put, 8 or 10 together, and they'll bundle them up in their hand, and they'll put a zip tie around it. So they'll basically have a few bundles.
Right.
And then they just come back the next year and just snap off the zip tie, and it's ready to go. So,
all right. So here's my thought about the guy or gal who complains about him getting tangled. All Christmas lights get tangled. That's just our default is tangled.
Right. It does get frustrating, and it's like, but if you take the time and store them properly, it doesn't take that long. The next year when you go to use them, it just makes your job so much easier.
What's your most popular product?
The Ridge Clip by far is the most popular. Well, I'll tell you what, I say that the 7.5-inch ground stake is really sneaking up behind it. This is getting really popular just because of the ease of it. I'll show you something here, Charlie. So when you put this thing in there, it's secure. So you can go ahead and grab that bulb there.
All right. Okay. That's freaking secure. Yeah.
It's in there. Yeah. But if you want to take it out, it's that easy. So I don't know. You need to get some muscle. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I got to work out, and then I got to get to the chopper.
So there's a little trick to it. You just go in kind of like that and roll it in there like that. And it's got these little hooks that grab the top of the socket. So that thing's in there.
Right.
Really good.
Yeah.
And then you just, like you're trying to break it apart, or like you're breaking peas or beans.
Right. Yeah. So. Yes, tangle, and tangle is as tangle does. Yes. Idea. Let's see. Lights that get tangled, it takes me 2 or 3 weeks to untangle them. Yeah. IKEA. Yeah, IKEA. Rob saying, I definitely get a lot of sets to get tangled. Have no clue how to get them untangled. It takes a couple of weeks. Yeah. Let's see. See. AA says, I love the humor. Why would you not? That's why would you not? Your website shows many products sold out. When will they be restocked?
They'll be stocked here soon. A lot of the products will be stocked by the end of this month in July. I've got another load coming in probably by, I'd say at the latest, mid-August, everything will be stocked. There's a lot of stuff that I have now. I just need to go in there and actually put it into inventory. We just had several containers come in, and I just haven't had a chance to go in there and actually show that they're available. But there's a lot of stuff available now. I'll have that done by the end of July.
I want to make sure I get to this question. I saw it earlier, but we had our fiasco. How can you attach half-inch PVC for light strips?
Half-inch PVC. There's a couple of ways to do it. My original ridge clip has an adapter that goes, it pops into the ridge clip.
Okay.
You can buy it on my website, and it's designed for a half-inch PVC pipe. And then you can just zip tie your lights to that PVC pipe. This one, version 2, you don't need the adapter. The PVC pipe will actually sit right in there and sit on top of these little side hooks. And what I would recommend is put the pipe in there and then take a zip tie and run it around it to tighten it up, and it's not coming off. You can run a zip tie through these slots right here and run it around your pipe, and it's on there forever.
Because a lot of folks have half-inch PVC pipe props on the roof that need to not go somewhere, and that's kind of one thing that plagues us DIY folks is like, do I put 2x4s up there? You have to put extra stuff to keep it secure, but that would instantly do the trick.
Yeah, the RC or the RC Pro X1, or it's just X, RC Pro X.
Right.
You can put the PVC pipe on there. That's the way I would recommend, because the first version is a little offset, so the pipe tends to kind of lean a little bit if it gets too much weight. And you can put, it depends on how many lights or what size lights you're going to put on your PVC will kind of determine how many ridge clips you need. You could probably put these things up to 24 inches apart and be plenty to hold your PVC pipe.
Hey, Giatano, it's I'll scroll on the bottom, but it's hashtag Kenny Clips for the contest.
CANNY.
Boom, right there for you. Kitty Cash is asking, can you use that to attach to the hood of your car? What? Why'd you want to attach that to the hood of your car?
If you can find a good place to hook it, I guess you could. Maybe in the grill somewhere.
Bill said, I missed it earlier. Will they clip to 3/4 PVC pipe?
Not really. Not really. I'm sure you could find a way to do it with the RC or the RC Pro X, because these things open up quite a bit. So you probably could get a 3/4 inch PVC pipe in there, but if you're going to do that, I would definitely recommend putting that zip tie through the clip and around the pipe to secure it. But I think it probably would hold it.
Let's see here. AA's asking, do you have any clips that work on eaves?
Eaves. Yes. I want to make sure I understand what we mean, what some people call eaves.
Reword that for us, please. Reword that for us. Let's see here. I like the hood of your car, because a lot of people will put the lights on the cars as they drive around.
Yeah,
that's funny. Let's see here. Cool. So, I forgot to ask you. Kind of got sidetracked because we kind of went right into the clips. What's a fun fact about you?
About me?
Yeah.
My whole life, I've been in the steel industry. I've worked in steel manufacturing, so building rail cars and doing projects for the military and whatnot. So my whole working life, that's what I've done is steel. And then, lo and behold, here I am with a bunch of plastics.
Working on plastics.
So I had to learn a lot about plastics, and I did. I've learned a lot. Which types of plastic works best for which application. These are polypropylene. That's not a big secret, but I do have a certain blend of polypropylene that I can't disclose.
You're good. You're good. No secrets shall be spilled here today.
And that's one reason. That's why they're so flexible. So I can take a ridge clip and I can tie this thing in a knot.
Man, look at that.
Just like that. and then untie it, and then boom, you're back to restarted.
If you listen, I think we can hear someone at Walmart having a heart attack right now.
Oh, yeah.
Their clips can't do
I
that.
can't do that.
I'd be like, oh no, don't do that. They'll break. No.
I've got another one here. This is called a Pro Clip Plus. This one is actually 3D printed because I ran off and left them, but I found
Okay.
I found I had this one in the console of my truck. But this one right here, as opposed to the original Pro Clip, this Pro Clip hangs your bulb off.
Let's get some white background there.
Yeah. So the Pro Clip, when you put it on your house, the socket and the bulb kind of hang past the shingle.
Right.
Which is fine. They hold on. They don't go anywhere. And it actually gives you a little bit of a glow on your soffit. Some people like that.
Yeah.
The Pro Clip Plus tucks the socket back up on top of the shingle. So only thing that's hanging over the shingle is the bulb. The socket is tucked back over the top of the shingle. So it's a really sleek design. You can barely see this clip when it's on your house.
I'll be darned. One might call that clever.
Well, and we got another. So I tell you, this also is kind of a dual purpose. If you have a parapet.
A what?
A parapet. So a parapet is like a wall on top of a building that you see, kind of a false wall.
Okay.
On top of a commercial building.
All right.
We've got these parapet brackets that you can either glue down or screw down,
right,
or whatever method you want to use,
right,
if you're an installer. And then you take the Pro Clip Plus. So this one's attached permanently. You take your Pro Clip Plus.
Oh, that's genius.
And it snaps into place. So when you get ready to take them down at the end of the year, you pull on it.
Right.
Your clip and your light comes off, and your parapet stays on there. And you can also use this around your window frames if you want to some two-sided tape or something strong.
Wow.
You leave it up there permanent. So the next year when you go to put them on, you just slide your clip in there. Just like that.
We're learning this at the same time. I had no idea that I get, I don't want to say 1,000. I'll get 82 every year. I'll get 82 people say to throw a number out. Hey, how do you get lights in your window wells to look sharp and stay straight? I don't know, Staples.
Yeah,
I'm saying that now.
Yeah, this was a surprise. I snuck this one in.
Wow. Freaking.
So this one's white. This is a 3D printed one. The actual ones are clear.
Okay.
Or black, whichever one you want. Or I say clear. They're really kind of a translucent.
Okay.
A little bit milky, but clear. You really can't see them, and it's low profile. So.
Oh yeah.
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 So if you've got wood around, you
yes,
can take and put a screw. There's some holes there to put screws in it. And these things will just stay up there year round. You really won't even see them.
Oh yeah.
Next year, just pop that thing in there just like that.
So on I'm sure you noticed that they're in almost all my outside videos. But I have these C clamps where I put my 2x4s up for my vertical lights. I leave those up year round. You can't really mess with them a lot. Let's catch back up here on that question. Let me scroll back up. I saw he reworded it. Original question. You have any clips that would work on eaves? Do you have any clips that work on the top of your roof? The eave of roof. That's what the ridge clips are for.
Yeah, the ridge line. We're calling the eave the ridge.
Fascia board.
Okay, so the fascia board. Yes, the Pro Clip Plus, the one I was just showing you, actually will work on it'll point your light down. So it'll hang down just like that. And this Pro Clip Plus has some pretty aggressive claws back there. You can see it.
My goodness, yeah.
So it'll really hang on. The other clips.
Well, I'm see if I can get my camera to focus on that right quick. It may not. It likes to have faces. Sometimes it will.
Yeah, you can see it on my website. But there's some teeth on the back here, so you just open it up and stick it up there. These will hang on. There's really not any other clips out there that really hang on, but these will hang on.
Man, I love surprises. Like, hey, you want to know what I got you for your birthday? No, I don't. I love surprises. That was a hell of a surprise. I get asked that all the time, and I've never had a quality answer. I now have a quality answer.
There you go.
Pretty versatile clip. Thanks.
Pro Clip Plus.
Pro Clip Plus. And now that you say that, it jogs my memory. So earlier you called something R something.
This is the Pro Clip.
Okay.
That's the original version. Okay. That hangs the light over the socket and the light.
Right.
The Pro Clip Plus tucks the socket back up on top of the shingle.
Nice.
And it also works with the parapet and the soffit.
Okay. And you called something the something X.
All right. So
how did you come up with the whatever in the X? How did you come up with that whatever name?
Well, so originally on the RC Pro, this is the RC Pro, which is Ridge Clip Pro.
Ah, RC. Okay, gotcha.
I had 2 sets of hooks on here for for a 10-inch and 12-inch
Uh-huh.
because there really wasn't a lot of the wider ridge caps. So I was like, well, I'm not going to put them on there because there's not that many. What happened is now all of a sudden there's starting to be a lot more houses with that wider ridge cap.
Right.
So I added an extension X.
Okay. X. Okay, got you.
So that's why it's the RC Pro X.
Okay.
And then for the new ridge clip with the split circle, it's the X2.
Right.
It's not an extra extension, but it's an X2. It's kind of
Okay.
like following the lead of the other one.
And Rob wants you to talk about the parapet clips again. So he thinks he missed it. Did you say something about window clips? So yeah.
So this clip here, there's a few ways you can attach it. There's holes in it where you can put a couple of screws if you have a wooden frame. You can put some 3M has a really good outdoor two-sided tape. I think it's called VHG tape or VH something like that. But it's really it's almost permanent. So if you or you can use not caulking, but some like liquid nails or something, a strong adhesive.
Right.
Then you put that around. So you basically put your lights on, and whatever length your light, if you have 12-inch spacing or 6-inch whatever your spacing is, go ahead and put your lights on. Attach these on there. Your parapet, and the parapet stays behind. It just stays wherever you put it. So you just pull the light and the clip off, and the next year it's just boom. You just load it right back in there. And it's the next season. The first season takes a little while to originally get these attached.
Okay.
But the next season, I mean, it just goes really quick. You just pop them in.
Just keep them nice and straight and
it was
beautifully spaced every time.
Designed for a parapet, like a false wall on a commercial building, and that's what a lot of the installers use. You see them on on your commercial buildings, the lights that line the top of the buildings. They're using something similar, either this one or there's another parapet clip that's been out for years.
Gotcha.
The difference with that other one, it's a really big clip. It's called a shingle tab.
Oh, okay.
It's the shingle tab was actually the very first Christmas light clip made.
All right.
In Texas. Before the shingle tab, it was Staples.
Right.
But it's a big bulky clip. And a lot of times if you get too much wind or if a piece of debris or something hits it, it'll knock it out really easy. But this one actually will snap in. I can't show it on here, but it's actually got some little snaps on there.
Oh yeah, you can hear it. Yeah, hear it click. So I'm just thinking, you have a beautifully designed Christmas light house. Everything's just nice and straight on the roofs. And then we've all seen this house. They put lights on the inside their window wells, and they're just jaggedy and just kind of go forever. These keep them in place year in, year out without even thinking about it.
That's right. That's right. That drives me crazy when I see crooked lights.
All the time.
It drives me crazy. But there wasn't really a good way to do it, so I can't be upset with them. They did the best they could.
Oh yeah.
So we took care of that problem.
Steve's tuning in from Wonderful World of Christmas Lights. Steve asks, I use pixels and I use a lot of J channel. Do you have anything that works for those?
I'm not sure about J channel. I haven't tried any of the clips on J channel.
Okay.
What size pixels are we talking? 10 millimeter bullet pixels or the C9?
Yeah, let us know, Steve. Get to typing. Can you use the pads that come with command hooks? I don't know what command hooks are.
The command strips, I think that's the ones where you pull it and it releases so it doesn't.
Oh, never heard of them. I don't know.
A 3M. So put whatever, say, on your sheetrock wall, and you don't want to pull the paint off. You put it on there, and you pull this little, stretch out the adhesive, and it comes off. You could put that on the parapet clip if you didn't want to leave them. I'd say if you want them to stay on, I would use something stronger than the command tape. If I'm understanding your question.
Steve's saying bullet pixels.
Bullet pixels. So 12 millimeter bullet pixels. Our original RCG3 ridge clip will hold a bullet pixel.
Okay.
It will actually hold any size light that's
out
there. Well, it's not going to hold a light bulb in your kitchen.
Right, yeah.
But it will. And the thing about the original RCG ridge clip is it will hold any size light good, but it doesn't hold one of them great.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
It does, yeah.
So if you come out with something that's going to be a one size fits all, do all,
right,
it's going to be adequate to do all those different things, but it's not going to be great at any of them. Where the newer ridge clips they're meant for C9 and C7. You're not going to put a bullet pixel in here. It just
Right, gotcha.
It's too big. So these are specifically designed for C7, C9.
3M double-sided VHB tape.
That's it.
That's it? Okay. That's it?
I know it's VH something. I couldn't remember, but that's some really good tape, and it'll stay up there.
Is that like Lord Christmas Sliding sells a tape? I forget what it's called. Grip tape, maybe? Whatever the grips you use on movies sets. I don't know. Gorilla.
You could also, so the Gorilla tape too, there's some, it just depends. Like that VHB tape, I wouldn't recommend putting it on plaster.
Okay.
Because it could pull your, I mean, it's really, really a good tape. It could pull your plaster.
What about children? Does it work well on children?
Another way I've seen people use these is they take the Velcro, that industrial type.
Oh,
not the fuzzy kind.
Right,
the plastic kind.
Mm-hmm.
And you could put that, so if you didn't want to leave the parapet clip out, you could just put Velcro on your and Velcro here, and then that way the only thing left is the Velcro, and then you just come back and stick it on. So
I like that, especially because you said kind of opaque and translucent.
It's basically this color here. So this looks maybe white in the picture, but it's actually clear. I can see my hand. See my hand through it.
And this is for like pillars and white houses.
Right.
So, but very cool.
Most of our stuff is black. We do offer the shingle V clip in clear as well.
Okay.
But black on your house, around the drip edge, around the perimeter of the house, I mean, they blend in with the house, because a lot of your shingles are darker black or brown.
Mm-hmm.
Where a white clip really stands out.
See, Kitty Cash is saying anything to hook lights to a small banister inside, like a staircase.
No, not really that I have. There are some clips out there that actually I think they were originally designed to go around downspouts.
Okay.
So they kind of have a claw. They're pretty wide, and it doesn't hold them necessarily really straight, but it does hold them. For downspouts, and I bet you could use that probably. I don't remember what they're called or where to get them, but there is something out there.
Do you recommend anything for driveway arches?
Driveway arches, as far as a clip, nah.
Because those are normally like PVC pipe. Well, a lot of them are PVC pipes.
Yeah, fiberglass or PVC, and then typically people will zip tie. There are clips out there that are designed to hold, like, to go on a piece of pipe. And it'll also, a light will snap on the other end. You'll see them a lot on wireframes.
Yeah. Maybe hot glue.
Hot glue? I mean, that's a big, if you ever see a professional installer, they're going to have their share of hot glue guns.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. Now, we were talking, your clips, your no wrap straps here, have been seen in, where's Monty? Monty, I know, watches it. Hallmark Christmas movies, right?
Yeah.
Hallmark Christmas movies. So you've been around for how many years?
2015 is when I designed my first ridge clip.
Okay, and
I've been around since 1972.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, ridge clips have been around since '72, folks. Just been in his head the whole time.
That's right.
So these are commercial grade. They've been in movies. They're just all around awesome.
Yeah, the ridge clips have been in a couple of Hallmark movies as well.
Nice. So 5 years from now, what's going on with Canyon Systems clips?
Oh, who knows?
Who knows?
I really keep my ear, open to what are people complaining about.
Right.
And that's what I focus on. And some people will complain about a ridge clip because they got to go back on the roof to take them down. Well, I try to take care of things the best I can. But some things it's like that's what you have to deal with.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, an installer will let you know real fast what he's having trouble with, and that's where I focus. I'm not looking at look at all this cool stuff that I did. I'm like, what are you saying that's wrong?
Yep.
So originally it was I had a problem. Now it's like, okay, I think I fixed my problems. What are your problems? Let me hear what you're saying. So,
you don't have you don't have to get prepared if you stay prepared type of situation.
That's right.
So I have a thought in my head now. Let me catch up on comments here real quick. Kurt says, I like the car hood idea. You live in Texas. You should be used to big hood ornaments.
No, I see big hood ornaments. I'm just not sure that my clips are the right tool to make that happen.
Rob says it'd be a good idea if somebody came up with something for the arches when you make them from PVC, just easier to take them down after not cutting them. So, that's what I was going to talk about. Thank you, Rob, for jogging my memory. I always just thought everybody gets up on the roof to take their lights down. I didn't realize contractors will just pull them down.
Yeah, and you can do that with these clips too. Not the ridge clips,
Not the ridge
other
clips. Yeah.
Just grab one in and pull them off.
Yeah.
And the clip comes with the bulb. The clip's not going to be left up on the house, so you're not digging them out of your gutters and the flower beds and everything else. They stay with the bulb.
So when we get this video done for his website, it's going to show you how to use the ridge clips on your roof with the light in, take them down, leaving the light in, and just storing them like that. Saves you so much time the next year.
That's right.
And one thing about us extreme holiday life, folks, it's always about the next year. Saving ourselves time.
Well, and I'm bad about this too. Is it's always really fun putting lights up, but when you got to take them down, it's like, oh, here we go. I don't enjoy that very much. So I do tend to cut corners. I'm just pulling stuff down and I'm throwing them in the box.
Yeah.
If you can convince yourself to not do that, we've put some things in place with our clips and things where if you take the little bit of extra, we're talking minutes, not hours.
Yeah.
To store them properly, the next year will be so much easier.
Giatano says if it's half-inch PVC, Ace Hardware has a clip that works great. 3/4 inch. That's probably his. That's probably your clip.
No, Ace Hardware they'll carry my ridge clip, my original ridge clip, and my 7.5-inch ground stick.
Okay. See here.
They may have something here soon, but that's for another discussion.
Okay. All right. Are there newer versions? Are the newer versions wider at the tips of the ridge clips? I assume.
So all three versions have the 3 sets of hooks now, so they all work on the same shingle.
Okay.
As far as attaching to the shingle, the only difference is how they hold the bulb or the socket.
Okay.
And how you can store them. Those are the different ways, but they all attach the same way.
So I had a very wide shingle on my roof. You learned out.
You had the extreme, and we have these things stretched way out here like this.
Yeah. And one question I have for Stacy is, okay, because I have an extremely flat roof, which is also awesome to walk on and hang lights on. But when I said, when I go to take these off, are they going to be stretched out? How does that do? And you explain, they will at first, but the rigidity, they take their form back over time.
That's right. So if you leave these things stretched out like this through the season, when you go to take them off, they're going to look just like that, stretched out. But during storage, they'll relax back to not complete their original state, but probably 3/4 or 2/3 of the way back. Plenty to where you can reuse them. I'll use them over and over and over again, the same clip. So don't freak out if it's still follows that same shape, because it will loosen back up or close back in.
See here, how easy, quick is it to put the ridge clip on, and if you put them up on the roof before putting them in the light? So I'm gonna answer this for you, and then you can because I saw them for the first time today. Well, first time in use. I saw them at Trans World. So if you guys have seen my videos and what my roof looks like, the whole roof peak, I don't know what it take you 8 minutes. I was like, that's awesome. So when I hang lights, because I do RGBW, do a 4-light system, it's 2 hours per strand. I've timed that many times to do my whole roof. So that stretch right there is probably 30 minutes. Took him 8. Come on.
Yeah.
That's per light.
On the ridgeline, yeah. No, they're really easy. And quite frankly, your roof was a little more difficult because, like you had mentioned, your shingles are about 14 years old. So they've gotten kind of thin on the edges. So if your shingles are older and they're really thin, just make sure that you press them in good at the ends of the hook, where it attaches to the shingle. Just take your thumb and make sure that it's really connected there. On newer roofs, it grabs it pretty easy. On older roofs, you just spend a little time and make sure they're secure.
So on my north slope, right above our heads right now, I just had that replaced like 2 months ago, and he showed me, took me over there and look at this. These are newer tabs. Goes on right quick and easy, even easier and more quickly compared to the other roof line. Let's see here. Would you be able to leave the clips on year round, or would the sun damage them and make them brittle? It's like you're asking my questions for me. I appreciate that about you.
Yeah. So yes, you can leave them up year round. I don't know how many years. I would say at least 4, based on an experiment that I did on my house. And the only reason I stopped at 4 is because I had some hail damage, and I had my roof redone and the shed redone, the roof on the shed. And the contractors that came out, they just ripped everything down and took my test with them, and it ended up in the trash. So I was like, well, I know I can get 4 years out of them straight.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave some off on the roof year round. I'm gonna come up with a gray Sharpie, and every year I'm gonna put the year on there, and then I'm gonna document once a year. I'm gonna come out and say, okay, time for this year's ridge clip test. And I'll play with it, put it back on afterwards.
And if something were to happen, say somewhere down the middle of the line, like a tree limb, or really high winds, and a tree limb or something hit it and maybe knocked one, that one might just pop up a little bit. But the one on either side of it is going to keep it still on your roof. It's not going to just fall off. So, and that's an extreme case. If that happens, get back up there.
Yeah, we did a 140-mile-an-hour wind test on today. It was awesome. Yeah. Let's see here. Would you be able to leave them year round? Oh, sun damage, but okay. Giatano says, so the clips first on the roof and then the light second.
It depends. If you're on a flat roof like what you have, it doesn't really matter because it's easy to work up there. You don't have a very big pitch. But my house has a pretty steep pitch, and it's a 2-story house. And I don't know why, but it's getting taller every year. It's just a weird phenomenon.
Well, because it's Texas. You got to get bigger in Texas.
Well, I think I'm getting older. It's the perception, I guess. But with the new split circle, the RC Pro X2, you can load these from the ground if you need to. If you got a pretty steep, you don't want to spend much time on your roof. And pull them up. You want to. They'll try to hang on gutters and hang on the edge, so you want to be a little bit close to the edge.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have to put in a disclaimer to wear fall protection.
Yeah.
To keep yourself safe first. But you can load them on the ground. The other two, the original one and the X, the RC Pro X,
right?
It's probably best to put them while you're on the roof.
Yeah, so clip first and then roof.
It's not a big deal if 2 or 3 of them fall off. Just have some extras with you. But another thing you can do if you want them to stay on permanently, I've seen people take zip ties and put it on there and just take a zip tie and put it around it, and that now it's never coming loose from the socket. But
so if you have the brand new version 3, the 2024 version, you can load them on the ground, put the lights in the clip of them down. Take your clips upstairs, pop, 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 pop down.
That's right. Yeah.
And I just love that they come down with the light and storage, because that is 2 days of my time is hanging lights on my roof. Clips first and then lights.
Right. And as an installer, if you leave clips behind in flower beds or the gutters, you're going to get a phone call.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of times if somebody can really afford to pay an installer to put lights, because it's not cheap to have an installer do it. A professional installer. Not the fly-by-night guy. And so you don't want to leave anything behind, especially if they're 40 miles from you. And it's like, hey, I've got clips coming. When it rains, I got clips coming down my downspout. You need to get back. Now you got to make a trip back out there.
Yeah.
So, it's good that the clips stay with the light.
Yeah, Rob reminds me, I guess I'm not moving anytime soon. Not anytime soon, no. Kurt says, Stacy offered a special discount for Charlie's dedicated fans. Doing a giveaway today. You're gonna get some free lights today.
We're doing that, and you know what? I can put a discount out there. I'll put a discount out there.
Look at you.
And what I'll do, I guess I'll just send it to you.
Yeah.
Once I create it.
Okay.
You can.
And I'll pass it on to Kurt and the masses.
Pass it on. There you go.
Random question: what are some of the best shoes to wear when going on a shingle roof? I'm gonna answer that first.
You do it.
Because there is a fella out there who has a video installing your ridge clip, and the number one comment on the video is, why in the hell are you wearing sandals on the roof? You know that video?
I know.
Yeah,
I know exactly.
So what
it was a pretty flat roof, like
it was. Yeah.
But in fairness, it's like, wow, that's still a little risky there.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but there are shoes that a lot of the installers use, and if I can think of the name, I'll let you know, and you can let them know. But people really talk good about them. They're more of a boot, like a tie-up boot, hiking boot type.
Gotcha.
The sole on it is really good, and they get a lot of good reviews. And a lot of people will use a foam cushion out of an old chair cushion
Okay.
when they're on their knees, because
Oh yeah, I do that. Yeah.
it stays up there even on a pretty steep roof. It's not going to let you slide down.
Yeah, I have
Plus,
their kneeling pads. I have those too for the roof.
Yeah, they make what's called a pitch hopper.
Okay.
So you can buy it. I think it's pretty expensive, but people love it. The installers, they love it. You just throw it up there. It's kind of maybe a 90 degree. And it's got foam under the bottom.
Right.
You just put it up, and you can just sit up there and just jump on this thing, and it doesn't slide. So
nice.
It's really nice.
So let's do this because they may have missed it in the last ones we haven't talked about in this video. Let's go through the no wrap strap again, and then we're going to do a giveaway.
Okay.
So talk to them about the no wrap strap again.
So the no wrap strap, the intent is to put your straps around the top of the tree or pole or column or a telephone pole, whatever, square column.
Right.
You put straps on the top and the bottom and run your lights vertical. So these things, they're about 18 inches long, but they daisy chain together and they interconnect. So if you've got a tree that's really massive in girth, big circumference, I think we did a test today on a video, and I think I used 8 straps just to get around that tree. Right, it's a pretty good sized tree. So they connect together just like that. That's 2 straps. I recommend overlapping at least one. You can do it like that. It just seems insecure or unsecure or whatever the right word is. So I like to overlap just one time. Put as many as you need. Put these around the top, around the bottom. String your lights vertical. Another way to do it is you take and you put your strap vertical, like on the back side of the tree, and you can run your lights. You go around this way, grab a hook, and then come back this way, grab a hook, and that way, and that way. And what that does, it really controls your spacing, because these are 3 inches apart. So if you wanted to go 3 inches, it's easy to do that because it's controlling your space. If you wanted to go 6 inches, depends on how big your tree and what you look for. But so that's the whole idea around this. And the takedown is really easy. You just unhook the straps and your lights fall down. So.
Oh yeah, it's freaking neat to see in person. Undo the bottom and the lights go. They're just down like a curtain falling. It's freaking neat. So yeah, Kitty Cash asked, what do I need to do to get in the giveaway? I put in hashtag Kenny Clips. Let me get that queued up real quick and let's see here. Open this up. Type that in right quick. So what did you guys think of Stacy being here today? Let's see here. Did you like Stacy or just Stacy just a weird guy from Texas with a great product? Yeah. Let's see. I think that should be good to go right there. Hashtag Candy Clip.
Is it singular or plural? Which one we do?
Clip. I just got clip. Boom. Okay, so let me share my screen. We're doing a giveaway right quick. Kurt says, talk to Kurt real quick. Oh, awesome job. Sounds so easy. Maybe I can send my wife on the roof while I work on the ground. Yes.
There you go.
Indeed. You go. Awesome products, interesting stuff. So
thank you.
I like it. So let's share my screen real quick. Let's give some stuff away. What are we giving away, Stacy?
We're going to give away. So these come in packages of 10. So we're going to give away 2 packages of these no wrap straps for you to play around with. And I would probably recommend. Well, you can play around with them, but there's an instructional video that's coming out pretty soon.
Yeah.
That Charlie's helping me with, and it shows you really the proper way to use them, because there is kind of a wrong way to use them. And what will happen is you get out there and you're like, well, I can't figure this thing out, and then they go in the box. So
yeah,
we're gonna try to help show the right way to use these things.
Very nice. All right, so we're gonna share it, boom, right there, and let's find out. If you haven't put in hashtag Kenny Clip, I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds. Put that in there. See it there? It's scrolling down at the bottom. If you're watching the video and you haven't done it yet, why have you done it? We're live on Facebook right now. You can do it on Facebook as well. But we'll give you about 10 more seconds, and we're gonna hit draw. And because you're gonna win, and I know you're gonna win, email me christmasoncrestline@gmail.com, and I'll hook you up with Stacy. Ready? I know you're ready. Let's do this. Let's find out who it's going to be. Who's it going to be? Come on. Is it going to be? Winner is House on Hollybrook.
All right.
House on Hollybrook. House on Hollybrook. That's Carl. He was at the expo with me.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Very nice. So, congratulations.
Congrats.
Congratulations. I think I already have your address. Fairly positive I have your address. Maybe I need to double check that. But if I don't, yeah, still email me. But congratulations to you.
We'll get those sent out to you.
Boom. Congrats. Congratulations. Congrats. So weird. They're okay. Now we're back. That was weird. Didn't he win something the other day? He's won a lot of things.
I think it's probably rigged. I'm not sure.
This is going to be a birthday gift to my wife Joan. Very cool. So did you have a good time while you're here?
I did, and I appreciate you having me on.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for those that tuned in to hear me ramble about my products. I stand behind them. If you don't like them, throw them in the garbage. Let me know, and we'll take care of you. But I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Hey guys, check out canyonsystems.com. Put that on the tick scroller there real quick. Boom, canyonsystems.com.
If you forget, ridgeclip.com gets you there too. So.
Ridgeclip.com, or you're like, I don't remember who was on there. Just email me or talk to me in a live. See, next Monday, this coming Monday, we have JR Matos coming on. That is going to be a giveaway. So if you're like Carl and everybody else who has a Pixel show, he also has DMX. He's kind of a one-stop shop for Pixel shows, kind of everything shows. But he's going to be here live. That is going to be a giveaway. And then the week after that, I believe, is the guy that's Fred Zimmerman. Fred Zimmerman. He's done with your Ridge clips and your No Wrap straps. He's done 10 different Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah, he's used my clips in some Hallmark movies. So
yeah,
Fred's a good, very knowledgeable person.
Steve says, thanks for sharing your product and your knowledge to you.
Thank you.
So that's about it for us today. I'm Charlie. He's Stacy from Canning Systems. You guys know the drill. Let me get my outro pulled up here. Boom. That's about it for us today. Hey, Merry Christmas in July. And tomorrow is the winter video. We had a guy supposed to come on tomorrow. He dropped out. So instead, it's the winter video. I picked him today. I know who won. You won't know till tomorrow morning. Tune in tomorrow morning to find out if you won this hat right here.
All right.
Band time. Appreciate it, guys. We'll see you later.
Take care.
Bye, guys.